Hi, this is Coach Kinsey, and I wanted to share a story with you that happened this past week. My husband, the preacher, loves to watch football, and he loves for me to watch football with him. Last weekend was Super Bowl Sunday, and we made plans to watch the Super Bowl together. He was excited. You see, I don't watch a lot of football with him. I like it all right. It's just that there's always something I'd rather do. I wasn't even sure what teams were playing for the Super Bowl, but I was going to be all in for the preacher. We made our snack foods. We planned our indoor tailgate party of sorts. The game was about to kick off. My daughter and her husband had headed over, and then the doorbell rang. I answered the door. And there on the front porch stood a young girl with a clipboard. I've seen this before. Magazine sales on a Super Bowl Sunday? Are you kidding me? She started her spiel. She's good, but I didn't want to hear it. I'm bad. I'm thinking about the preacher and our date to watch the Super Bowl. I wanted to cut her off. Are you selling magazines? I asked. Yes. Yada, 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 yada. She started in. Inwardly, I groaned. Oh, these people are so well trained. They know how to handle every objection. They sell magazines no one wants to read, and even if we did want to read them, we don't have the time for them. I wanted to tell her not to waste my time and send her on her way. My family was waiting inside. But something about her moved me. Wait, was that the Spirit moving me? Moving me to listen to her? I invited her to sit down on the front porch swing. I invited her to tell me her story, and she did. Pass the Kleenex. Oh, now I'm really in a bind. I don't want a dumb magazine or to buy a magazine that will only give her a small portion of the proceeds, but I want to help this single mother who's coming out of a life of abuse and immorality and drugs and crime. Someone has to believe in her, has to give her a second chance. I could be the biggest sucker in the world, but I wanted to help her. I whispered in my heart, God, what do you want me to do for this girl? I had no cash, and I didn't think cash would be a good idea anyway. Would a Walmart card be helpful to you? I asked. Yes, she said. Would you ride with me to Walmart to get one? Yes, she said. So off we go. As we traveled down the road, she puts her hand inside her shirt and pulls out a piece of paper. She says, I wrote a list this morning of things I wanted at the end of the day, and she begins to read from her list. Bread and milk and cheese and paper towels, etc., etc. She continued, my friend told me that there's no way I was going to get those by the end of the day, and I just told her, well, it doesn't hurt to hope. I looked at her, smiled, held out my hand to her, and said, looks like you're going to get your wish. She took my hand, and we held hands for a few minutes in the car. Look, I said, the Walmart card will help you with this list, but that's about it. The bread, the milk, the eggs, the cheese, they all run out. The only thing of real value that I can give you is Jesus. Do you know Jesus? Then the conversation took an interesting turn, and she began to ask me questions about the book of Revelation, about baptism, and about behavior and other issues. But I just continued to preach Jesus as our only hope. I'm not a bad person, she said, and I wanted to agree with her, but she's wrong. Yes, you are, I said. And so am I. We all are. We're born in sin. We're full of selfish ambition, evil ruling passions. No matter how hard you try to be good, it will never be good enough. But Jesus took our punishment, and He gives us new hearts that want to do good and the power of the Holy Spirit to do that good. He's our only hope. After sermonizing for a while, I asked, what does that stir in you? Relief, she said. Really? In what way? I asked. It takes the pressure off of me, she said. Huh, it sure does. I love Jesus. We get her shopping cart, get back in the car, and I asked, do you mind if I pray for you while I drive home? No, please do, she said. Then she joked, but you might not want to close your eyes. Huh. I prayed. Then we rode in silence for a while. Before she left, I gave her a copy of the Jesus Storybook Bible, and inside the front cover I wrote my contact information. Please call me and let me know how you're doing, I said. I will, she says. I hope she does. By the time I got home, it was almost halftime. I had missed a good part of the game, but the preacher didn't mind at all. In fact, he was as joyful as I was at the opportunity to minister to a broken girl. Life interruptions. You gotta love them. This is Coach Kinsey. Good day.